Toma 4. I wanted to do, even though this show, Toma 4, is mainly in Spanish, I want to do an English segment intentionally as a result of the things that are happening in our nation. The intention is to create a type of dialogue, mainly with people that disagree, that will disagree with my positions. You know, as you can see by my accent, I'm Spanish, and the issue in question is immigration, something that is very controversial nowadays and that is dividing the nation. And this is the point that I'm going to make. I'm going to go straight up to the point. I know a lot of you, and I could understand the reasoning, is in favor of the Donald Trump's approach towards immigration. This is the point that I'm going to tell you. Donald Trump is not and cannot solve the immigration issue. He will not. And I'm going to tell you why. Because immigration is not a problem on itself. Immigration, it's a result of a bigger problem. And when you're trying to fix a problem, if you don't go to the root, you will never fix it, because you're just dealing with the symptoms. The roots of immigration are the result of a global system that is based on competence. And whenever you have competence, you have winners and losers. And whenever you have winners and losers, that have repercussions. You know, as a result of that, we will have war, inequality, crime, immigration, etc. If you don't tackle the root of the issue, you will never solve the symptoms. You will never solve the thing by dealing with the symptoms. So in my view, there is a big contradiction on Donald Trump's message. On one side, he tells us immigration is bad, we need to fix it, and I'm going to be super strong, and I'm going to build a wall. But in another of his talking points, he tells us, pick me, I'm a winner. And if you pick me, we are going to win, win, win. Well, that mentality of competition, which is excellent on the business world, that's what made him a successful, even though that's questionable, but let's not get there. You know, that's what made him a successful business person. But the same mentality leading the biggest nation in the world is just more of the same. As you can see, the type of mentality that Donald Trump chose when he says America first, well, if you're first, then somebody else will have to be second. That mentality creates a world of winners and losers. And guess what is the root cause of immigration? Albert Einstein tells us that you cannot solve any problem using the same type of mentality that created the problem to begin with. In order to solve the immigration problem, we have to be honest and look at the root of the problem. Toma 4. If you looked at this segment, and whether you agree or not, especially if you disagree, I would love for you to get in touch, to comment, to make a video respond, to put comment, because the intention is to create a dialogue. Because one of the main problems nowadays is that you have different sides getting information from different places, and there's not a lot of contact. So everybody has their own preconceived view of reality, and then that radicalization of our society, it's one of the problems that is fueling this general ugly, sad feeling that is around nowadays. I believe that if we have more confrontation of ideas, everything will be a lot better. This is done with the positive intention of understanding each other. You know, it's not done to provoke or anything. That is not the spirit of what we're doing. But I do believe that we should all come together and collaborate, creating a better world. Because after all, we are united by a common humanity, and we share a planet, the only one that so far we have ever existed, and that's probably not going to change for a while. No, this is the only thing we have, planet Earth, and we have to learn to come together and try to make things better, and look at each other as brothers and sisters, and not as members of different tribes. So the invitation is there. I hope that you take it, and that we could engage in some positive exchange. So